today is our last big day of packing. I have been gone out of the house with Annette all day long. After we got her braces, we, did a bunch of errands in terms of picking up some last minute foods or snacks. We have to drive a little ways to be able to get to a Sam's, and of course I like to buy a bunch of stuff at Sam's, so we did that, and Annette had to get some blood drawn, and we had to eat lunch, and my sister was so good enough to us to bake us some food that I had to stop by and pick up from her. So that was a big relief, because that was one of the things that I had on my list to do, was to just bake some breads and stuff so that we'd have those for an easy breakfast or snack on the trip. And she called me up one day and she said, "Hey, I thought about doing this. Would you, is that something you'd be interested in? I'd like to help you to get ready for your trip." And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much, Erin. That was huge." So again, thank you, Erin. So we got all that. Anyway, we finally got home after we had to go find a new solar charger for our extra battery for the camper, so that hopefully we don't have the problem of using our battery up all night long and then we can't close the slide or something like that. These are some things that we figured out on previous trips. So had to pick up a new solar charger and just little odds and ends here and there. But Nicholas spent the day here with the rest of the kids, getting a lot done, and they really did a great job. Thank you, Nicholas. Y'all did a lot, and I really appreciate it. And Nathaniel, you got to go enjoy having your driver's license for the first day and go visit Sarah. But you also, what did you do this morning before you left?
Took care of the chicken bones. I put all the broth into your thing.
My electric oven?
Yes.
Okay.
And me and Nicholas put the new screens in.
Oh yes, y'all got the new vents installed.
Yeah.
All of our vents were broken. Let's see. This kind of vent in the bathroom.
The screen part.
Yes. The fan was still intact, but we needed new screens. They were all busted, and the plastic just dried too much over time. But so they replaced all three of those. And what else?
And just help with miscellaneous stuff.
Okay. You got all the beef bones out to the dogs and stuff like that.
They didn't seem to be enjoying them very much. I think they're getting a little bored of beef bones.
They've had a lot. All right, Nicholas, what did you guys get done today?
A lot.
I know, but just tell me some of the things.
Let's see.
Did y'all pack all the church clothes?
Most of them, but that was mainly Alex.
Okay. Get more laundry done?
I actually don't know about that. A lot of what we did was basically just try and follow what you had put on the list, which is basically clean up, find the cooler, clean it,
put the wood thing in the back of the van so we could put the water cooler on it.
Yeah, I did that.
I noticed somebody made the beds in the back.
Yeah, made the beds.
Isaac and Amelia did that, I think.
Nope, not Isaac.
Not Isaac?
Nope.
Amelia, some people
Basically,
did.
it was just a pain in the rear end today.
Well, you're going to be rewarded with a couple of days by yourself.
A couple weeks by himself, basically.
Pretty much.
Really? A couple weeks by himself? Yep,
Yeah.
that works really well on you.
I'm trying to get it to fit.
Yeah,
Well, it's made for, it fits Dominic right now, so. Remove black marks. I'm hoping that we get in here tomorrow with a vacuum and a broom, because it's pretty nasty in here, really. I don't know, if the whole country has this problem, but during the fall, and I guess maybe even maybe the spring, ladybugs get in here like crazy, and then they just die
everywhere.
Yeah, so we have a lot of dead ladybugs everywhere. I finally have a adhesive. I finally have an adhesive hanger for my broom. So that's going to go up tonight. It's worked great in the house, and hopefully it's going to work in here too. If not, I've never been able to hang one before, so it's not that big of a deal. But this thing has gotten crushed in the slide before and everything. Just
I think we just need to buy a new broom.
no, it still works good. I'm not spending a lot of money.
Don't forget, I'm the one who usually cleans up the camper.
This put away, and this put away. I think I'm gonna have to move some stuff to get it in.
I thought you were putting it in the freezer.
No.
No?
Did we get any in the meter or anything like that out here yet? So, other than outside, this is where y'all are gonna see me and the rest, well, most of the rest of my family for the next 3 weeks. We are really looking forward to this trip, and we ask for all of you who pray, please keep us in your prayers. I have driven the camper before, and I have taken the kids on a trip with the camper camping and stopped overnight and stayed at a campground and backed the camper up and all that. But it's been a couple of years since I've even had the opportunity to back the camper up. As much as I love my husband, he does not like to sit and let me drive while we're towing the camper. And it's not anything to say about my driving. He likes to drive. Even if we're not towing the camper, he likes to drive. And that's fine. I love it when he drives, but I just say all that because it means I don't have a ton of experience. But you know, there's always weather situations that can come up, and obviously you know, dangers on the road and stuff like that. So I just ask that everybody keep us in your prayers. And especially all you parents out there who have traveled with kids before, you kind of know what it can be like, or probably more than kind of know what it can be like. You know what it can be like. And so please pray especially for me that I remain calm and be patient and treat my children, or keep in mind that my children are God's children and that I need to treat them in that way. Also, I wanted to put out there, I know a lot of the people who watch this channel already know us personally, and I'm so glad and thankful that you guys watch. Thank you very much. But we'd also like to reach a bigger audience, so if you know people who are Catholic and might be interested in, you know, watching a Catholic family, if you know people who are Christian and might be interested in watching a Christian family, if you know people who homestead, who enjoy canning or processing their own animals, who enjoy traveling, you know, please pass this on to them, and you know, let's see if we can get a little bit of a bigger audience. We would really appreciate anything y'all can do to just pass this on and grow our channel. Please also bear with me over these next 3 weeks. I am committed to putting out 1 video a day. I am, however, concerned that my internet connections might not be great, Wi-Fi, whatever, you know, and I don't know how well, having never done this before, I'm going to be able to get videos uploaded to YouTube. I'm sure there's going to be days where I can do it, and there might be days when I can't. Just specifically because I don't have the internet connection. So if that happens, please forgive me and know that I will put out, you know, maybe 2 videos the next day or something like that. But it's going to take a lot of hard work on this trip to do all the driving. Although Nathaniel got his license yesterday, so he's hoping to drive some. I'm just not sure about him driving the camper yet. But to do most of the driving at least, as well as homeschool and be a mother and be a single parent for 3 weeks basically, and to do all the editing and uploading and all of that has to go with a YouTube channel. So again, please be patient with me and know that I'm doing my best. If you have any suggestions of things to go see while we are traveling, again, we're going to Arizona, more the southern part of Arizona, so You know, the Grand Canyon's not going to be on our list to do on this trip. But please feel free to leave it in the comments. I would love some good suggestions, especially if you know of any religious shrines or, you know, just special places to make a short pilgrimage to. When we traveled out west, we were so fortunate to just stumble across a couple of Catholic shrines that, and maybe I shouldn't use the word shrines, but old Catholic churches, you know, just beautiful places to visit to learn about the history, Catholic history out west, or whatever. But anything that y'all can suggest, please put it out there, because I don't have a specific route for this trip. I don't have specific places that I'm trying to stop yet. No specific campgrounds, state parks. The only, I think, 2 places that we're really hoping to go to are Big Bend in Texas, and here I'm showing my ignorance, but I believe that's a national park, and also Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico. Those are 2 big things on my list, but those are the only things that I really have on my list so far. So if you have any suggestions in Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, we are planning to go to my family's old stomping grounds in southern Arkansas. Where else? Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. Please put them in the leave us some comments and give me some good suggestions. Okay, so we have most everything put away for tonight, and we still have definitely a little ways to go tomorrow. But most of it's done, and
I can finally go sit down. And
yeah,
do
we're gonna go sit down and relax for the evening. Damien wanted me to read him a book this morning, and I had to go. So I absolutely promised him I would read him that book tonight, and that's what I'm going to go do. It's the day that we are hoping that we will be leaving for our trip. I woke up early this morning and realized I made a very bad mistake. That mistake would be that I forgot to get my van in and get a little work done on it that I needed to have done. We had discussed this several times, and I said I needed to do that, but it completely fell off my radar. So, needless to say, I took it down to the road to a garage that we have used before, and they were happy to try to see what they could do for us today. I don't know whether or not we'll be able to leave today or not. And I've also kind of looked at this as maybe this is a signal from God that we shouldn't be leaving today, because there's a lot of bad weather coming into the southern part of the U.S. where we were planning to be driving. So anyway, we're just kind of playing it by ear right now, and we're going to keep packing as if we're going. And we'll wait and see. When I got home, Amelia needed some sugar to make a smoothie that they were making for breakfast. We went and opened up our new bucket of sugar, or not new, but next bucket of sugar. And I found ants in our bucket of sugar.
I'm turning the blender on now.
No, you're not. Not until I'm done.
Quick question.
Fortunately, they're dead, and now I'm working on scooping them out a little bit at a time. So it's almost 4 o'clock. We are still not out of here. I would assume that's probably not a surprise to any of you, as it's not a surprise to me. But we think we at least have a solution in dealing with the weather and still getting out of here. So we're good to go on the van. Just got it home. That's one reason that we're definitely going to be leaving later. But we're still putting a few more things in, and I remembered that I still had broth to can up. So I'm waiting on my 10-minute timer there to expel all the air.
Mom,
And this is the broth. Yeah, Alex says that's what Nicholas is here for, and I will let him take care of it, but I'm at least getting it going. He is my one child that I have taught a little bit how to pressure can. So I know he'll call me with any questions, but I'll give him the lowdown on it, and he knows exactly what's right and what's wrong to do. All right, but I have a couple of dishes to do. We've got some water bottles to get out to the van, and got to check some lists and
Get all my stuff on.
make sure the kids have everything they need. It'll probably still be at least an hour before we get out here.
An hour?
Well, we'll see how much you guys got done while I was gone. Did you get a lot done while I was gone?
I finished packing my school.
Good. Some people have been working so hard that
Someone fell asleep.
somebody fell asleep right there on the floor.
Which is my older brother.
Yes, he is.
1 year, used to be 1 year older, but 2 years now.
All right, now how about you tie those shoes? So I've got the spices.
Showing them the.
I need to go see if we might need to get more milk. Hey, did you have a good nap? All right, do you want to run to the bathroom? We're trying to leave pretty soon.
What's that?
What did you say?
There's a little bit of bread.
Okay, well let's leave Nicholas one loaf and we'll take any other loaves.
Oh no, that's not. There wasn't even a whole loaf in there.
But I
Ate
saw
all the bread already?
I saw 2 loaves of bread in the camper.
Yeah, that's cinnamon bread.
Oh.
Okay, well we won't be eating sandwiches. Okay, grab a couple of things of canned oranges. Because that's not checked off. I got the avocado oil. Did anybody grab shredded cheese?
I just needed an extra blanket. I had enough blankets, but I needed an extra.
You want to bring these hamburgers? That'd be a good dinner or something one day.
Anna Claire said she wanted hamburgers and
What?
Is it a whole package of them?
Yeah.
Anna Claire.
Okay.
Here.
This one's closed.
Let's get the other one closed. We're about ready. Oh gosh, did we get the battery?
So what are you doing, Mom?
It's about the same thing as those. Just checking the tire pressure before we get going.
Oh, that's good. Because I told her we might.
Yeah, Nathaniel suggested we do that, and he's right.
We're all ready to go. Pulling out. There we go.
Well, we've had a lot of issues in the last several trips with the lights on the camper just not wanting to work correctly. And so we have checked those over and over again, and Nathaniel seems to have found the sweet spot that makes them work. So hopefully we will continue to be able to find that sweet spot. So Charlie worked on them a couple weeks ago for us and couldn't get anything to not work right. So anyway, they're working right now, and I pray that they continue to work right while we're driving tonight. Please keep us in your prayers, and we are off. Well, we never can seem to get on a trip without having to stop before we practically ever get out of the driveway, which at least is what happened this time. So I had made a supplement drink that I'm supposed to take and had it all ready to go, managed to leave it sitting on the counter in the kitchen. So Annette has run back to get it for me. And I guess this could be good experience if I tried to decide to practice backing the camper down the driveway or something like that. But no, I'm gonna let Annette run back to get it. And everybody's sitting here waiting patiently. we'll have to see what major thing it is that we have forgotten within the next couple of days. Did everybody get their church clothes?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a major thing, Mom.
Did you?
I don't know, probably.
You don't know if you got your church
I
clothes?
did.
I got mine.
I did.
I got mine.
Did someone
I
get
got all
mine?
those little kids.
Isaac?
Yes.
Oh, let's do our head count. So we don't have a net yet, but oh, here she comes.
Yes,
Okay. Did you get your church clothes?
Huh?
Okay. Thank you very much. That was a big help. I gotta get that taken.
Yes, but we
You got
have-
your church clothes? Okay, let's do our head count. So Nathaniel,
Yeah.
Alex,
Yeah.
Annette,
Yeah.
Isaac,
Yes.
Amelia,
Here.
Dominic. Dominic, are you here?
Yes.
Damien,
Yeah.
Anna Claire.
Yes.
Okay. Let's try this again. All right, let's start our trip with a prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven. So we stopped before we went up the mountain to get some gas, do a quick bathroom stop. We're only maybe an hour and a half in. What?
You know what they're supposed to be at?
What did I? Oh, we looked. What did we say? I think he said keep them between 70 75.
Alright, that's good.
So Nathaniel's checking all the pressure in the tires. Well, we got a couple hours down the road, found a place to stay, and I've got all the kids tucked in and hopefully sleeping. I don't know about the older ones yet, but I'm pretty sure the younger ones are asleep, or I would have heard them by now. So far so good. Thank you for your prayers. Please continue to pray for us, and follow us again tomorrow, and we'll hopefully get to find and do something fun, something other than just ride in the car. You know, this whole trip is not about just riding in the car. That's why I'm trying to take some extra time to get out there so that we stop and we have some fun experiences. Of course, the weather's also supposed to be on the yucky side, so we'll just wait and see. But we had a great trip today and are looking forward to the rest of it tomorrow. Good night.